For my enemies too, I'm ready. Would you light the candles? Would you drink the wine? And would you tell my vision?
So there's a specific kind of depression that sometimes lingers with those that are plagued by the burden of creating something meaningful, creating something that is undoubtedly peak. And it happens when you pour your heart and soul into something. When you start out motivated, you're ready to build this masterpiece, and the hours just start slipping away. 20 hours in, 30 hours in, right? Time just starts flying by. And for me, it was creating this video essay exploring the cycle of human cruelty. I was super passionate about it because I have some strong beliefs about us humans, and I needed to express it in a way that would reach the hearts of others, you know. And while I was doing it, I realized that this is going nowhere. And that realization is kind of what killed me. Like I felt this way once I hit this wall in the process of creating the video itself. So I did all the research. I wrote something that tied everything I researched online into something cohesive, right? I turned it into an argument that was originally in my head, and I put it directly into words that I recorded. And my biggest obstacle when I was conquering this project was rapidly approaching. This obstacle was the fact that I don't know how to edit videos well. So I was like 15 hours in, and I finished researching and writing my script, and I wanted to learn how to use After Effects to edit this video. So that's when I had to take it upon myself to learn how to use After Effects, to how to use Premiere Pro, and how to edit. And I watched many videos on YouTube, which is YouTube's so goated for learning new things. It's actually such a lifesaver. But there's a lot of long videos out there that go really in depth into things. So I spent the rest of my time on that project learning and applying what I learned to edit the video. And by the 50-hour mark, I was done with about 7 minutes of the video. That's all I had, 7 minutes. I had about 40 minutes of me speaking, and only 7 minutes of it were edited. And I was met with the realization that I have 3 options. I could rush the video and live with the guilt of what could have been. Or option 2, I could keep working at the same pace, but I had this internal voice telling me that, yo, your efforts aren't paying off. So why bother? Why are you spending hours and hours of your life when no one is gonna see what you're making? And then there's option 3, abandon ship and just let my impulsive thoughts take over. And with option 3, you feel the combined regret of the wasted time and the abandoned potential of what could have been. So I chose option 2, and I kept pushing, micromanaging tiny irrelevant details, and I was convincing myself that I was being productive while doing it. And I was down like 60 hours, and then I gave myself option 4. So I bought a new PC, and I needed to get my files from my old PC to my new one. So I had to transfer my storage, and I've swapped hard drives before, but I watched 2 or 3 YouTube tutorials on how to do it, just to be safe, you know. And after watching it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a pro. And I plugged in the SATA cables and power cables onto my hard drive and made sure everything was connected to my motherboard. And then I screwed like the back of the PC, and then yeah, I just booted up the computer, and I opened File Explorer and looked for my video drive. And I thought I was hallucinating what I saw. It said 928 gigabytes free out of 928 gigabytes. So that means every file that I had was wiped. Are you kidding me? Everything, like 60 hours of research, edits, and assets for this video. And on top of that, I had every other video project that I made and stuff I was working on also on that drive. So everything was gone. And at first I was in total denial. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I could probably recover from this, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I brushed it off and went about installing all my drivers and like just getting my PC set up. And I was like reinstalling all my editing software and everything. And I went online and I decided to research. I looked at a bunch of methods trying to recover the data I lost, right? But after like 2-3 hours of just me trying to do all the methods and just trying to see what works and what doesn't, I tried everything, right? Well, there's probably stuff I didn't try, but those were like too expensive or too extreme. But after every method failed, the reality finally like settled in for me. I just sat there in the dark, staring at the blank page in File Explorer where it said no files, and felt this low buzz in my stomach. It was like a mix of regret and weird nostalgia for my old PC. Sure, it was kind of slow, but you know, it was reliable and it kept my stuff safe. And my excitement for this new computer was also kind of what helped me cope with the fact that I just lost all my work. It was like this wrapper just covering my deep regret, just covering all my emotions. And all that time I spent micromanaging edits and hitting Control Z at the end, all for nothing. And it took me a couple of days to just accept what happened. And I realized that my perfectionism didn't save the video. It set it up to be a huge waste of time. Like when you keep getting sidetracked by tiny details that don't matter, you're taking detours from your main goal. You're not reaching it at the end. My main goal was to publish that video, right, and get it out there, but at the end it didn't happen. And when you're trying to perfect everything, you're trying to control the uncontrollable, because you can't make anything perfect. You can't. And you're doing it because you're terrified of releasing something, of uploading something that's imperfect. And that's how I felt. I don't want things to get too negative with this video, so here's the moral of the story. Nothing is set in stone, and you can't get too attached. Because if you get too attached to a project, losing it destroys you. But it does go the other way too. If you're attached to nothing, then you're gonna lose your spark. You're gonna lose your drive to even work on the project, and you won't make anything worth watching. The secret, I think, is to find balance in your attachment. You have to care enough to pour your soul into the work, but hold on to it loosely, so that if anything does happen to your project, you don't fall apart with it. Losing that video drive was a reality check for me. Like, it showed me that nothing really stays with you, you know? Depending on how you view things, there's beauty in that. And on the brighter side, at least I've got this video as a result of what happened. And to my subscribers, I'm sincerely sorry for being away for a month. I know as a small creator, disappearing is detrimental for your growth. Big YouTubers could get away with it because they have huge catalogs of videos that are worth watching. But for me, my catalog of videos isn't the best. So I'm still working on it, but thank you for sticking with me. And to you new viewers and everyone else, I've got bigger philosophical videos and rants planned, and I want to hear from you guys. Just drop your video ideas in the comments. And if you made it this far, thank you.
For my enemies to